Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. I got my girls here, and I'm gonna start up. Nika, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. You could switch the things so you could be where you're normally at
How
It's
can
on the
I
screen.
okay.
Oh,
how can I
It's
point to
okay.
you? Wait.
It's okay. I'm good. Just yeah, that's right. It's okay. Nika, what's going on, girl?
I'm good. I'm good. It's Wednesday, and and you're crushing it with us.
That's right. Absolutely. Ask me what's going on, girl.
Nothing much. I'm excited for this Wednesday's chat.
Me
Extremely
too.
excited.
Me too. We got a lot to talk about. A
Oh
lot to
yes.
talk
Oh
about.
yes.
Uh-huh. Nancy, what's going on in your world?
So this is my son's birthday week.
Aw.
I know. And so
Birthday
Saturday week, because it's like but
Right.
Saturday's his birthday. So I'm gonna miss connecting with you on Saturday
It's
for that
okay.
reason. Um, but it's all good. I'm so excited and blessed and happy birthday to my son. Happy
Yes,
birthday,
happy
EJ.
birthday to your son. What's his name?
EJ.
Okay, EJ, happy birthday.
Happy
EJ, okay.
birthday.
Like Earl Spence.
Yeah.
EJ. Okay, I like that. So we have a lot to talk about. There's some good stuff going on this weekend, but I want to get on that time machine and go back a little bit and go to last weekend's fights on PBC Showtime. So, did everybody see the fights?
Yeah, I did. Well, I
Okay.
saw I saw like the main event really, but
Yeah, I did too. I did too, but I didn't
Highlights.
see the Gary Russell and Bartholomew
oh
fight.
no, I did see that. But I saw it from there, and
Yeah, for them all.
yeah.
That's what I did too. Nancy, did you get to see that fight?
No, I just caught highlights. I felt like there was so many going on, but I knew we were going to be talking about them on Wednesday, so y'all can fill me in on what I missed.
I mean, you didn't miss much, but we will definitely fill you in. We will. Uh, Esme, did you get to catch that one?
No, I saw snippets.
Yeah, you didn't miss nothing either. I guess Nike, it's gonna be you and I. We're gonna
Yeah,
we're gonna
it
we're
was
gonna
just
crush this fight.
it was yeah, it was a controversial fight. Uh, well, the call that the referee when he stopped it,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a horrible,
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 horrible. Yes.
horrible stoppage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if the referee had somewhere to go, something to do. He had a hot date afterwards. Like
Right.
it was a horrible stoppage. Oh my god.
Hey, young billionaire. Yeah,
So
no, it was horrible. I mean, I had Bartholomew winning. I really did. I had him winning. I did not think that Gary Anton Russell looked that impressive, although I have always thought that he was the more talented out of all the brothers. But this was a true test. I mean, it really was. And he was failing miserably. I think even whenever the ref called it, I mean, yeah, Bartholomew, he got hit. Nice. He got hit. But then he had his legs, his eyes
he
were
popped
focused.
right. He popped
He
right up. Um,
yes,
I don't know. That was just a horrible call. It
it
truly
was.
felt like he had something to do and just he had an agenda because I don't know. He literally just popped right up. He did not look hurt. So
No, at all. And you know what? So G Funky says I had Bartholomew winning. Me too. And then Goat Mario P says that Gary Anton was gonna KO him eventually.
okay, well he still
Okay,
deserved that
eventually.
chance to
Yeah.
But could we have seen it? Because now it's all speculation.
yeah.
And now there's controversy. There's controversy like oh, we got somebody popping on. Hey girl.
I probably be maced like a motherfucker. Like, come
Oh,
on, too.
I hear Bud in the
All right,
background.
look.
Bud, we're trying to have a show. We're trying to have a show, and you're all in the background talking loud.
Cause we sit at the gym and we leaving now, and Mo said, "See if we can get on early."
Yes, you get on early. Yes, you can. Where's he at?
So ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
Fine,
yeah.
y'all looking fine.
Look at him. Look at him.
You ready?
Okay, it's gonna be quick and
Okay,
easy.
He
Ladies,
say he finna
what?
change clothes right quick.
Okay. Well, we'll
All
talk to you. We'll talk to you and mess with Bud while he's getting dressed.
Yeah, Bud just made me work out with him. I said, man, I just had margaritas
You just want a couple. You just want a belt.
And he got me here working out. Look, my
Don't tell on us. Don't tell on us. Yeah, we did. What did he say when you said you had a margarita with me? And then he said, "Oh, well, you're really gonna work out now." What'd you tell her when she had those margaritas? She's gonna have to work out now for real.
Hey, why we ain't got no ceviche?
Ceviche Friday. I messaged you Friday. Ceviche.
He knows what's good. Hey, he knows what's good.
Oh, he knows. And my husband makes some good ceviche. He makes really good ceviche.
Yeah, you gotta follow her husband's Instagram page. You could tell you throwing down.
Really. Chicken. Tell Bud it's not Taco Tuesday anymore. It's Women Crushing It Wednesdays.
I ate tacos earlier.
How was that Chinese food yesterday?
It was good.
I told you. And that's why I was having Mo shout out Women Crushing It Wednesday for today, the all ladies show we're putting on.
Say shout out to Women Crush Wednesday.
Shout out to Women Crush Wednesday.
Yeah, you see how y'all should see what I was in the background doing them like this. Say it.
I know you were. That's funny. We were just talking about the fights last weekend. Did you get to watch them, Chicken? Gary Antown Russell and Barthélemy. Did you get to watch that fight?
I mean, I didn't really watch them fights. I didn't really watch those fights.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
That's okay. You just fake it till you make it. You know, that's just what we do. We're women, right? We fake it till we make it.
We get right. Well, you know what? It gave me an orgasm, you know.
Oh my gosh, girl, you're crazy. Well, while we're waiting on Mo, so Nike and I will just give the lowdown of this fight. Like we said, it was stopped. I thought it was stopped too early. Barthélemy, he was going to be the greatest test to me for Gary Russell, and he didn't get the opportunity to do it. So that really, that was really disappointing. It really was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and watch it then.
You got to go back and watch it. I think there's some controversy. I think that they're gonna go back and look at it and see what's going on. You know, I don't know. It's just
to see if they should do a rematch. It's like,
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would not mind a rematch because I really want to see.
A rematch is warranted. That was such a horrible stoppage. I mean,
it is warranted.
But I don't think Team Russell's gonna want a rematch.
I don't think they do. And the thing is that he was losing. Russell was losing, and he thought, man, this guy can punch. He's big, and he looked bigger than Gary Russell. He really did. And there were a lot of people that gave me some slack on Twitter, but they do. I mean, it is what it is. So
because I saw for the most part, I felt like everybody agreed that it was a horrible stoppage. So.
Most did. I had one that was like, he just lost his father. He shouldn't have come back to sit. And you know what? I sympathize with him. You know, we have two fighters on the card this weekend that have lost someone within a few days. Ro Hooker, losing Miss Stacy. She was his boxing mama. And then we have Alex Martin, who just lost his brother like 3 days ago, and they're both going to be on the card. And like things happen. It's tough, but you got to be able to have that strong mental game to go on. Gary's no coward. He'll sign up immediately for a rematch. I don't think he's a coward. Bravo.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think he's a coward, but I feel like he got away with one that
Right.
I
don't feel like he was clearly.
I need to catch up on that.
Yeah,
I need to watch.
There's no boxer that's not. We talked about this yesterday. That's not a crazy killer that gets in the ring. We know he's not a coward, but you need your people around you to make decisions for you sometimes, because every boxer wants to get in there and seek and destroy. That's their job, and it's their people's around them job to say yay or nay. And I don't think his team, like Nika said, is ready to jump back in there quite yet, because I know they saw some stuff.
Yeah. What I think about is, not knowing, I'll have to go back see it, but the topic of, was it that it was a controversial stoppage, and should it have happened? I think that it's in cases like this. I know this is a bit far fetched, but this is when I wish that the judges did speak to the media, after a fight,
right,
to understand, what led to that decision, right? I would love to hear from both of them.
Yeah, I agree.
In those situations, right? In situations where, I watch a fight, I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that stoppage. Why not have the referees and the judges address the media in those cases?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. I think at times that it's very important to listen to the media. I think at other times it's like, oh, okay, they just talking mess. Young Billionaire said Nancy,
it still has
your mic
static.
has a little bit of static.
Yeah.
You were sounding really good a second ago.
Yeah.
It's because she's fine.
Lee Grove says in a rematch, there's now footage for both men to study and become of that. Barthélemy no longer has the element of surprise. This favors the young man, and I feel Russell will win the rematch. Possibly. I want to see it, though. I want to see it.
I feel like
hey, the champ.
Hey.
How you doing, Mo?
I'm doing good. Just finished training. I'm doing good. Ready
You
to
looking
go.
good. You looking real good. I think the ladies had some questions. I mean, I've already talked to you for days, so I'm gonna let them have it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, Nika, what you got for Mo?
Well, what I want to know is, because this was a fight that I was kind of looking forward to, but I know you're not probably thinking about it right now, but I wanted to know, in the future, are you planning on maybe thinking about fighting Regis Prograis, since he I know he has maybe a fight coming up with Jose Cepeda for the y'all had a lot of good shit talking going on. I remember how you had one of the best memes that came out when you were eating the popcorn when he missed weight.
With Regis, he's standing at 140. So I'm not really focused on him, but I would love to fight him. But I don't know about 140 right now. I'm worried about Saturday.
Yeah.
I got a live dog, a live wild dog. So
yeah.
I gotta focus on him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, we have to ask. That's really a question that we should actually ask after the fight, then, because that's a fight that I really did want to see. So maybe we'll come back to that after the fight.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hey, Esme, you got anything for Mo?
Not a question, but from seeing, Blair and his training, and I feel like in his sparring, he doesn't get hit much, so a lot of things startle him. So I just say just go all out, just combinations, punching, moving forward. And I really do think, I think you're gonna win the fight regardless, but that's just my tip.
Yep.
With that right there, I mean, you say you don't get hit a lot. Who have you fought?
No, in sparring.
Who have you fought is on B minus level? Who have you fought on the C level? I mean, who have you fought? He fought guys he's supposed to beat, So I take my hats off today. He beat the guy he's supposed to beat. I mean, shout out to him, but now he up against me. And I'm ready. And I'm ready.
Mean, he surprised. Well, he lost pretty bad against Alexis Rocha. And that fight, it was,
he got knocked out in that 9th round.
Yeah, it was bad. And he's not one of the greatest fighters either. So
with that fight, I just think unless Rocha did what he did, kept the pressure on him. To me, I think Black Top can't handle pressure. So I mean, once he get hit a lot, I think he started worry a lot. But I'm just gonna stay with the game plan and take it to him. If I see a knockout, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Nancy, what you got for Mo?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, Team Hooker. Hello. I want to make sure to say that. All right. Come on. And then, second, I did want to extend my condolences for your loss, which brings me to just the topic of mental readiness, right?
Right.
A lot of the fans, what they don't know, they don't see everything y'all go through. They don't know what y'all got going on in each other's lives, and you still have to, just like you work hard in the gym, and you got to work hard mentally to prepare yourself. And so as you near fights, what are some of the things that you do that help you just have that mental readiness?
I mean, before I came back to Dallas, I was out there training, and my granny passed away, so I came back to Dallas. I came back to Dallas. I stayed for like almost a week or maybe 2 weeks. Then I went back to camp, and by the end of the camp, then I got the bad news. With stuff like that, I just stayed focused. I haven't really just thought about it. I haven't thought about it. I mean, I miss her now, for her being beside me, but I just still haven't thought about it right now, cause she travel a lot. My mom just thinking she gone, on vacation because she travel a lot. But I really haven't just thought about it. Sometimes during workout, sometimes I do cry. I be shadow boxing, running on a treadmill, and I just break out crying. But I just gotta stay focused. I just gotta stay focused. Be ready.
Well, thank you for trusting us here and sharing that, because again, this is what happens. That we as fans, because I'm a fan, right? That we don't see. So thank you. Thank you for that. One last question, if I can, Christine, because I know he's got to go. So just on the topic, we were saying just that loss with
Right.
Cobbs and Rocha, and going back, and like every athlete, you go back and you watch film, right? And in looking at his past fights, we don't want you to give your secrets, right? But just in training camp, what have you maybe really been focused in on in preparation?
To be honest, with this fight here, I'm not. I have. I'm not really focused on Black Card. I'm focused on me right now. I've been at the ring for a long time, so I'm just like I'm going to better myself. I know 100% me. Black Card can't stand the ring with me like 5 6 rounds. So with me being focused, me taking my time, and me doing the game plan, doing my coach been working on through the whole training camp, Black can't fuck with me. So with that being said, as long as I'm focused and ready, I mean, it's on.
Yeah.
It's on.
Does your hand feel good and everything? Because I remember you had surgery after the last fight. So this is your first fight with the
Yeah.
injury.
Watch this. Ask my brother.
Yeah.
Darren.
You been feeling that right hand, huh?
No, hey.
You been feeling that right hand.
Hey.
Bro.
Hey,
He always want us to be scared of him.
Man, I gotta go to the hotel with him.
He keep calling me out.
I don't feel like getting a toss before my fight.
Mo, we thank you so much.
Thank
for
y'all.
coming on.
But back to that question, my right hand. Yes, my right hand doing good. I mean, I hit it hard on the bag, even with the 8 ounces, even with the mix. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm focused. Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, you're gonna see a better Maurice you ever seen in this fight.
You look
so I'm ready.
You look slim and trim and ready to go. So
Confident. Look at that face. He's not hollowed out. He's not sweating. He looks good.
I'm ready.
That's right.
He is ready. No, we thank you so much for jumping on real quick. You have any last words to anybody in the chat? We got a lot of people rooting for you here.
I would like to say, man, thank you everybody from Dallas for all the support. Thank y'all for the interview. Shout out to Miss Stacy, Miss Bobby, and my team for always having my back, and my family. And let's see. I mean, shoot. Let's get ready for a show Saturday. Let's get ready for Saturday, man. I'm gonna put on the show for Dallas, Texas. I mean, I know we're in Fort Worth, but Dallas is gonna be there. So
that's right.
Shout out to everybody.
Tell Chicken to stay out of trouble, and tell Bud not to speed on these Dallas streets.
Stay
out of trouble, girl.
Hey,
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I'll be twerking for him.
Yeah. We need you.
Yeah.
Okay, good night. Y'all have a good night.
He better take care of Chicken, or he's not gonna get no ceviche.
I know that's right.
Right. Y'all better take care of me or no ceviche. Ain't that saying? Yeah.
Tell them Friday is coming.
They know what's up. It's big shit.
Okay, love y'all. Talk to you.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
Lennox was best. Who is the boxer on the panel? We had Mo Hooker, we had Chicken, and we had the Bud. The Bud. Yes, Terrence Crawford. But he's here in Dallas for whoever's asking.
Because for some reason some people think he's scared to come to Dallas or to
come to Texas.
So he's there.
Please.
He's in
he's
Texas,
not,
y'all.
Trust me.
For all y'all that love to talk that trash.
Yeah. He's not. I yesterday I went up to him. I was like, "You need me to be security?" He's like, "Nope." For what? I said, "I know that's right. I know that's right." So we have a few comments. Lee Grove says Maurice Hooker, who is set to fight Blair the Flair Cobbs. Yeah, thank you. Because somebody was asking who it was. Yes, Lennox was best. That was Mo Hooker, and he definitely is going to win. Yes, absolutely. He's looking really, really good. Stop. Christine told Bud, you're too loud. I'm trying to do a show. No, that's my dude. He's fun. He's funny. You know, I had somebody. Yes, Crawford was on. He just got off. Um, so it's so funny because I had some people come up to me and ask me one time. So I love Virgil Ortiz. I do. I mean, I'm a big fan. I love Errol Spence.
Same.
I'm a big fan. I've known them both since they started. But I had someone ask me, why are you Team Bud? Why are you around their people? And why this and that and blah, blah, blah. And, you have Virgil over here and you have Errol Spence over here. And they've always shown me love. They've never been funny with me. They've never made me feel like I was a bother or that I was trying to like come in and do whatever. They were always very kind to me. All of them were. And I was allowed, along with Stacy, into the training camps, into the private, meetings and hang out and stuff. They've always treated me very nicely. And I have not received the same from some of the champs that are here. Although I love them, I respect them.
Mm-hmm.
They're more, tight knit, and which is fine. I mean, everybody's different, but that's the reason. That's the reason that I'm Team Crawford and everybody that coming through. And I'm so glad that Mo went with them because he's been through a few coaches, but he seems to have found a home and he's really thriving. And I'm so excited about Saturday because he's gonna show out. He really is. I'm excited.
So that's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be a real good fight. It's gonna be a really good fight.
When you're involved in the sport or you're around so many fighters and camps and trainers, sometimes you end up rooting because they're your friends, like they're your family, they're your boxing.
Right. Absolutely.
So and even if it's, if you, both of them are like the people, like Virgil and Errol, and if they're fighting each other, you just root for both of them.
Right. Absolutely. It's true.
Yeah.
And not anyone that I've mentioned, but there's been other champs that have come out of DFW and Fort Worth, and and that I was friends with, and I actually had somebody say to me, a father of a boxer, like I said, not anyone that I mentioned, but other champs. And I said, hey, can I talk to your son? Can I do a small interview? And that person that I talked to personally on the phone all the time, and we shared information, said, oh, I don't want anyone getting any clout off of my son. And I was just like, bro, it's me, bro. Like, I don't get clout off of anybody. I get clout off my own hard work and things that I do. So that was very interesting to me. So after that, I was just like, okay. So and I'm one that can feed off of people's spirit and energy. You got good energy, we're good. You got bad energy, we're not good. So that's just how I've been, my whole life. But enough about that. So Danny Garcia, Jose Benavides, who saw that fight?
Oh yeah, I saw that fight.
You saw that fight?
Yeah.
Esme, you see that fight, girl?
After.
Yeah.
You know who I was rooting for.
Yeah, I know.
Highlights.
Oh, that's right. Because we were on Twitter. I was like, Benavides. She's like, oh, I got Danny Garcia. You were right. But did you know he was going to box him and look the way he did? Did you know that?
I was hoping. I mean, I wasn't sure and I didn't know as a fact, but I was hoping for that. I have not cheered for Danny Garcia since he beat Eric Morales.
Right? He was lucky.
Yeah.
He was lucky.
So I do hold boxing grudges. So
right. Yes, I know.
But
I do too.
This particular fight, I was cheering for him because I felt like he needed this. Like he just needed this for himself, for so many reasons. Yeah. And I felt like his hunger was there. It was in his eyes. It was in the way he was acting this time around. So it was like a new version of him, and I was really rooting for him.
What did you think, Nancy? What did you think about that fight? Did you know that Danny was going to win, or did you have some doubts there?
So, by the way, am I still staticky? Y'all let me know. I might have to log in and out. Is it a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll make it quick and then log in and out. So, I was with Esme on this actually, because same thing. I was to root for Dan. And honestly, it's not like I had a horse in this race, but just taking a step back again, the boxing mind and brain, right, and just thinking through. I kind of felt like, Benavides, this for some reason just feels like he just hasn't been the same, ever since he sustained that injury on his leg. Years ago, he was, I think, shot in the leg, and it just feels like since then, it's not just like the physical ability necessary, just something has seemed off since then. Maybe it's just me. So just having seen that, even having seen Danny's last performance, knew that it wasn't the best, but still felt like Danny would edge this one out. And then on top of that, what Esme mentioned, which is the kind of that feeling that he needed it. If you remember, just 1 or 2 shows prior, we talked about, I forgot how this came up, but we talked about that dynamic with his father and how his father has always been the one to spotlight, kind of speak on his behalf. And after this weekend, and seeing that emotion that he showed, I just wonder now how much of that was just in tied to this mental, health. We don't call it issue, but what do we call it? Scenario, episode. There you go. That he was going through. If that's somehow tied, to how the father's been, because they were both emotional. So, yeah, that's it.
I want to just kind of go back before we go to you, Nika. So you mentioned his leg. I think that whenever, and it's not against you, but whenever we do that, it's like we're discounting the performance of the other person. Whenever Bud fought him, they said the same thing.
Yes, I know.
And it's like,
I know.
when we say it's like always like, okay, well,
I know
they're gonna fight, and so could win, but if he doesn't win, it's because of this, it's because of that. It's a natural thing.
I agree with you.
But
I agree with you on this one in particular, though. I think that Dan, I don't want to make less of that performance, because it's not like I like both, but I just feel like Benavides, even ahead of this, it just wasn't the same. And not to make excuses for anyone or make less of a performance, because you're absolutely 100% right. But that was just, if I was assessing the fight coming in and trying to determine who was going to take the win, I was going for Garcia just based on what I had seen on Benavides and that injury, and what that had done to what I had seen in him since then. But you're absolutely right.
So, Nika, what did you think about that performance? Did it go the way you thought it was going to go?
Well, I had him winning the fight. I picked him to win the fight, but as my mother, I didn't know what Danny I was going to see, because he was out for so long, and I felt like, personally, just watching him on social media, I felt like the hunger for boxing wasn't there. I felt like he was just living his life, enjoying his family, and enjoying the money that he made, and I just didn't feel like he had any more, he just wasn't in it anymore. He didn't have that hunger. But, seeing him last Saturday, I felt like, it was there. So,
yeah.
And now that I listened back to, the interview that he had after the fight, the post fight, he was going through something mentally. So that kind of explains a lot of why I felt maybe that didn't really see a hunger for boxing. He had some other things going on. So, he rededicated himself back to boxing, and he looked great. So, there's some good fights to be made for him now.
Absolutely.
After this fight. So
I agree. And Remy, we're going to be praying for you. I see you're going to be having surgery August 17th, and you are definitely in our prayers. We love you, brother, for sure. After it was emotional. I mean, he and his father were very emotional. And then right after that, there was a tweet from Errol Spence saying, you know, I can't feel sorry for you, man. Pretty much summing it up, I can't feel sorry for you, man, because like you have money, you know, and as if money is the cure all. So I mean that you know, I love Errol Spence, but that kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit, because
it rubbed me the wrong way too.
it doesn't matter.
Essentially said that people with money can't be depressed.
Right.
He said,
right.
you know.
He didn't say he was starving or he was on the streets cold or, you know, didn't have shelter or shoes. He said he was going through something mentally, you know, and so that to me, that really rubbed me the wrong way. Esme, did you see that tweet? Did you see what did you think when you first read that?
I was disgusted.
Yeah, so was I.
And disappointed, and it's one of those things that quickly makes me be like I don't support you.
Right.
You know, I think fighters, everybody has a lot of pressure, but I think fighters are like children. If you're on the team or in the camp, you really have to baby them. You have to protect them. You have to, you know, it's at home, whether it's in their marriage, their relationship, with, you know, with their kids, with their, like, everything has to be on such a smooth run during the camp, because all affects the fighter, and it's going to show in the fight. And who was the other one? What's his name? Teofimo's had issues like that, and his performance during those times has not been the greatest. Also, like Ryan Garcia. So and
how many others that don't have the courage to speak up?
Exactly.
We're talking about after Nancy, you know, after the win, whenever Danny talked about his mental issues, and then Errol Spence had tweeted that, bro, you have money, like, really, you know, my ancestors didn't have money. I could see them going through this. So that's what we're talking about. Ronnie Bravo said, I think he said that because Danny keeps diminishing his win against him. I don't think Errol really thinks that. I hope not. I don't know when Danny started having issues. Who does know? You know, we don't know. Not every, even sometimes the person that is going through depression or anxiety doesn't even know. They don't even know what's going on, you know? So also, I don't know.
It's such an ego. Like, who cares about your fight? Like, he knows he lost. The world knows he lost, you know? It's on record. Like, just let it go. Let the guy deal with whatever he's dealing with.
Right.
But you see, this is why people do not come forward with their issues about mental health, because I mean, look how the responses you get online from other fighters. Like, they don't want to hear you crying about mental health. So I know a lot of fighters are going through mental health. They will not come out, and I see why. I mean,
for sure.
It's
like a stigma. It's like a stigma of weakness, or so, like, get your shit together. Well, if they could get their shit together, they would. Trust me. You know, I personally have had bouts of depression at one time or another in my life, and it's like, if I could have gotten my shit together, I would have. But you can't pull it together, and sometimes you don't even know what's going on. You know, and like Steven said, people can have wealth and be depressed because they can be carrying things from the inside, from their past, that tormented them and turned to depression. It's very true. A lot of times we don't want to talk about things that have happened to us in our past, you know, as a child or a young teen, because a lot of times if you're a victim, you feel that it was your fault in some way, that something happened. And it's just ridiculous. I think we need to support each other for those that are going through mental illness, because we don't know. It's not like when you have a cast on your arm, you can see it.
Right.
You know, if you got a broken arm, people are like, oh, sorry about your arm, man. You know, but depression is all inside.
It's also triggers. It could be the smallest thing that'll just trigger memory, and it takes you to a black hole, or you're not in this, and you're just not there anymore. And we don't know how it works. We don't know what happens, but when it comes at you, it just comes full throttle.
It's so true. It's so true. Nancy, what did you think about the comment when you saw it on Twitter from Errol Spence? She's frozen. Poor Nancy. I'm sure I've been there, honey.
But Danny responded to him, and he said, I'm not diminishing the fight. Like, I lost, you know, whatever. Yeah. And I thought the response was very mature.
I loved his response, because I probably would not have been so nice.
Yeah. I know. It takes a lot. Listen. I mean, it takes a lot to respond maturely. I mean, I'm you know, a Nika girl, you know, Nika, poor Nika gets attacked all the time. I mean, I get attacked once or twice every, you know, year or two. And I'm just like,
I've been,
okay,
I've
how
been
am I
chilling.
going to
I've been chilling.
respond?
I've been chilling lately. So,
You've been, yeah,
and now I've been just sitting back and just watching people get into it. And I'll be like, oh, this is what it looks like.
yeah, exactly. Lennox was best. I think some people think people are faking it. Catastrophe, so they don't have empathy. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm sure that some people do think that, and shame on them. It's like nobody wants to fake that. Trust me. I don't know.
Even let's be so open about it.
Right. I mean, there's some things to fake. Trust me, but not that. That's not one. So Johnny Bravo said the relationship just seems weird. Just a month ago, they were sitting next to each other, buddy at the tank fight, making bets. You're right. That is so true. They were just doing that. They were. So let's talk about the fights coming up this weekend. So we have Virgil Ortiz against McKinson. What are y'all thinking? Esme, what you got on that?
I'm always Team Virgil, so
yeah.
That's. I mean, you know, for me, he's just been a fighter that just keeps progressing. I've seen him develop more strength. I've seen him develop so much more. So every fight he has, whether he wins or loses, to me, it's just more progress for him.
Yeah, I think so too. Nika, what you think about that fight?
I think the same thing, but then also I became even more of a bigger fan yesterday on Twitter when he got he I guess he did some virtual interviews on Zoom with a bunch of reporters, and he checked somebody that I guess was talking shit about him before.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, and he checked them, and then I see some people got in their feelings about it. Like, but for the most part, everybody agreed with Virgil. Like, I don't feel like Virgil was rude or anything when he said it. He's just like, hey, I see a lot of media. They say a lot of crazy things online, and and including he was addressing a writer called Ryan O'Hara, and he told him, he's like, because I guess I didn't hear the question that Ryan had asked him, but when Virgil went to answer him, he told him, well, I see a lot of people online from the media talking trash, and including you. You're one of those people. So from here on out, I won't be answering any more of your questions. And that was it. It wasn't like done in a nasty way. It was just
yeah, he was
straight
very
into the
mature
point
and professional. He was.
Yeah. So then people took it upon themselves to like defend O'Hara, and they got themselves in a whole world of shit because Virgil came back and told people to shove it up their ass and everything. I was like, ooh, Virgil is not playing. So, I think it was great that he did that, because a lot of these writers and media, personalities, I guess, they do talk reckless online, and and then when they want to be professional, then they expect the fighters not to remember the things that they said. And it's just like, no, buddy, I remember you said this, like, hold your questions, the next person, you gotta
Nika's not the only one with receipts. It's like everybody sees what people post. I mean, seriously, come on.
A lot of these fighters are very, very active on social media, and they might not respond to it at the time when they see it online, but they see it, and they keep a mental note of it.
Exactly. We already know it's O'Hare. We already know. So who knows exactly what O'Hare said about Virgil? What exactly did he say?
I think it was something towards the fact when Virgil pulled out of his fight last time for the the disease that he had with the I can't remember how it's pronounced, but he's because I guess he was telling he initially tweeted that Virgil was having weight issues, and Virgil corrected him. He said, no, I had this other issue, and so he Virgil saw it. He kept them on to note about it. So when he had the Zoom meeting, he checked them, and I thought it was pretty hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was hilarious, and I was just like, "Go Virgil!" And I'm rooting for him even more. So
Virgil's a guy that he'll rarely be so open and speak like that on social media, but when he does,
it's classic.
It's classic, and it's like, oh man, everyone remembers you as like, damn, you're that guy that Virgil talked about. You know, you're that he won't let him interview.
Good for him. Good for him, though. Nancy, did you get to see that?
I don't know them personally.
Back and forth.
I did. I'm sorry to everyone. I'm having technical difficulties.
You sound good right now.
At least okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you. So here's I don't know Virgil Jr. and Sr. Personally, I have had the pleasure of meeting Jr. I've had the pleasure of being on a panel with Sr. and Jr. as well. And one thing, as you all have mentioned, that you clearly see in their interactions just on social media, but one thing that I've gathered from those personal interactions is that shooters, okay, and they trust anything that is out there is just untrue for somebody else to have. I do think that they perhaps try to show like restraint because this is something they deal with all the time, right? But I mean, they all have their tipping point. And I think that when you read what was said, that is a tipping point, right? And especially because it seems to
They're choppy,
right? So I'm really glad that they leave it up for debate. They addressed it, and you're right. Junior just when he speaks, I mean, we're hearing, because it's not like he is constantly on social media.
That's true. Ronnie Bravo, you have a great comment, and I like that. I'm glad Virgil called him out. I'm glad Charlo called out Coppinger. These writers need to be held accountable for the BS they say and write. Yeah, I'm not a writer, obviously, but I'll tweet some things sometimes, but I really try to be very careful because honestly, like, nobody really knows what's going on in camp. Nobody really knows what's going on behind closed doors. People just assume, and then they run with it. And I think that's so dangerous and detrimental, for their reputation and for the reputation of the boxers, because once it's out, you can't pull it back in,
No, and that was his
right.
That was his
I think
defense.
They understand.
No, go ahead, Nancy.
It's still my audio. I'm sorry, Nika. I think what they also understand is that they have fans, and they understand that they're going to be the topic of conversation, especially leading up to a fight. But when you address them so directly in that way, you can't expect that they're not going to respond, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're human, right?
Oh, he says I got a stutter.
He's teasing.
It's my audio. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he's human, and I'm glad that he addressed it. It's like a lot of times I think that these guys and girls can be a little bit they can be bullies, and it's not good. I mean, we tell our kids, or nieces and nephews and grandkids and whoever, stay away from the bullies or don't be a bully. Well, they're being bullied, on social media by these writers and these media people. So I'm so glad that he stuck up for himself. I really am.
And that was one of his reasonings. He said that, he's not going to allow people to lie on his name. And, so if he was nicer than I would have been, to be honest. That's why I feel like people saying, oh, I'm not even going to call people's name, but if you guys go back on Twitter, you will see the exchanges of people trying to defend this writer. And she was trying to tell this man how he should have felt, how he should feel, and how he should have responded. And it's like, you can't tell somebody how to respond on how they're going to defend their name, because that's all you have sometimes is your name and your the respect that people get from when they speak about you. So, he was actually pretty nice the way he delivered it. He just said, hey, people talk crazy and lying online, and you're one of those people, so I'm not going to be answering any more of your questions.
Right.
And he just went to the next person.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
Lee Grove says, in this internet age, the priority has shifted from being correct to being first. That's so true.
Yes.
With so many websites in play, the competition to be first is fierce. To me, being right earns long-term respect. Absolutely. They want to get the story out, whether it's true or not, just to be first. Well, you can be first to be wrong and cussed out.
Yeah.
You know?
And he fucked
There's
around
no
and found out. Yeah.
No fact check whatsoever.
No fact check. They want to be they want to be the first ones out there. No matter if they don't do their research, they don't do nothing. Because that's what Ryan was online actually like commenting in the thread. He was like, well, I heard a couple of things, so I assumed, and it's just, that's when you made your first mistake. You heard something, you didn't do your research, you assumed, and you made an assessment and you ran with it. So now you got embarrassed.
Santiago, I will be at the fights. Yes, I will be there. Yeah, I don't know. So Lennox was best, said Clarissa Shields said something controversial yesterday too. What is it? I didn't see it. He said everyone was in an outrage. Talk to me. What happened?
She says something that it was towards the fact of like Marshall wishes that she was her and that she was black.
What does that have to do with being a talented boxer?
But no, what I got out of it was she was trying to say because Savannah Marshall was talking about her butt. So Clarissa says, well, she was mean, but she had this ass, and she was black.
So Savannah was talking about her ass.
Yeah, and not for nothing, she is always talking about how big Clarissa's butt is. So that was her comeback. But I don't really feel like she was trying to be racist when she said that. She just was saying like, I'm black, the genetics, we got big butts, and you wish you had this butt, and that's it. That's what I took from it. So I think people were like, because they don't like Clarissa, so they're gonna read into it more than what it is,
Oh yeah, that's absolutely true. Ronnie Bravo, your name is the only thing that you leave behind in this world. You must defend it at all costs.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's why I be cussing motherfuckers out. I do not care. So I said Virgil was very nice the way he delivered that message.
No, I thought I didn't know what was going on, but I did see that little clip on Twitter. Like everybody was posting it. I did see that little.
I don't think it was rude because
I thought
more people love him than hate him because how nice he is and how respectful.
You can't hate the kid. He's such a good kid. You really can't. I mean, he's a good kid. Shoeshine Boxing, I'd really like to see Ortiz get a 147 title shot before moving up. Not confident in Oscar, though. Yeah, I mean, I would like that, too. I would. That would be really, really nice. Let me get this off. So, Young Billionaire said, Nancy, don't worry about it. That's right.
Okay, I'm here.
Don't Nancy is nothing less than perfect. Absolutely. And Stephen Pope is talking about Clarissa's booty. It's even big in person. I've seen her many times. I'm not going to comment.
So that's what she was saying in the comment, because you know how she was just saying, I'm black, it's genetic, we have big butts, and you say if you Latina, we have curves. You know how you just say something like that. It wasn't her being racist. So they were just trying to like make it more than what it was. So
no, that's funny. So I wanted to talk about, let me see. Okay, so we got the Virgil fight with McKinson. I think, I saw whenever McKinson fought Alex Martin, who's also on the card. He's fighting Hank Lundy. That was a close fight. Did any of y'all see that fight?
I can't remember.
I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but I'm just going to say, like, I think it's going to be a wash. I think that Virgil is going to probably knock him out in the fourth round. I'm going to call it right now. He's going to knock him out in the fourth round. Nice guy. He had his team today out there. I went to the media workout. It was great. A few of the headliners were there. And McKinson was there. Nice guy, but Virgil is a different animal. And I think that he's ready.
Yeah. I mean, let's remember like the man's record right now, right? How many?
Esme's being petty in the chat.
Oh, She was there today.
It
She
was a
there
question.
today.
I'm just curious.
We'll go back to that question. Yes, Crystal, Hank Lundy came out of retirement. I think money talks and bullshit walks. So he's like, how much are you paying me? I got it. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, on one more comment, just because I know I was sounding like Mr. Roboto, and it was, but
See, now you sound good though.
You do
now I
sound good.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you know what I was sharing about like Ortiz Jr. You know, that is also a really solid relationship in terms of, you know, father son, you know, trainer fighter relationship, and
Right.
I think that is fantastic. And I know that his dad, from what I've seen, is just always so focused on his son and ensuring that he's protecting the brand. This week or the past couple of weeks, the dad's been posting these awesome murals in Grand Prairie.
They're so awesome. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't follow Senior, please do. I think Junior like reposted them as well. But there is so much love, you know, for both of them, and they show the love back.
Absolutely.
If you've ever been at one of their fights, or you've been at a fight where they're in attendance, you know, they do make themselves available. So that's why what happened on, you know, Twitter, for someone that would follow and would understand and know before commenting, you know, you would know that and probably take pause before saying what, you know,
at least
you
know
might,
what you're talking about before you
yeah.
open your mouth. Like
Before
seriously,
you jump out the window, know what you're talking about.
Because you can't jump back in, you know. That's so true. So Esme had a question. Who is rooting for Marlene Esparza? And D Style said, I am.
I
So
like, you know,
Marlene.
I actually like Marlene, but if when she goes against Sinisa, then I'll go with Sinisa. But I actually like Marlene, especially because she beat you know.
I'll take this opportunity on the topic of Marlene to give Jiffy a shout out, because I love Jiffy and I know that they're best friends.
I love Jiffy.
I love Jiffy. The bomb.
Yes.
Amazing and awesome. So if you're not following Jiffy Morales, you should.
Yes.
Really great fighter. A lot of heart. She's pretty hilarious. Strong, entrepreneurial, got her own business.
That's her great. What is it? Smash. What is it? Her business that I think everybody needs.
Smash.
I think it's just called Smash.
I think it's called Smash, where if you have pent up frustrations or anger or sadness, you go in there and you just break shit. That is like,
that's why I probably need to do that. You know.
Yes.
I know they have a couple of those kind of places around everywhere.
Yeah.
Where you just like break TVs and break, you know, glass and hammer everything.
Yeah, we need to add that to our get together bucket list.
Yeah, we need to do that. We're gonna we need to go to Houston and smash. Yeah, or Florida and smash. Stephen Pope Coney says Correa was there.
Yeah, but you know what? Correa made sure that he stayed far away from Bud. I know that he did not have the same energy that he be having online, Mr. IoT. Like I know that shit was down like 8 or 9 levels. He was on his best behavior because I saw him post something on Facebook, but the picture was so far away I could tell that he zoomed all the way in. I was like, oh, he's keeping his distance. He ain't saying nothing or having that same energy while he's on his best behavior. What?
See, Monzo said, Correa, where I need to see that lad. I was there, but
shout out to the spit
I don't kiss and tell, so I will not comment online about how everything went, but it was a great day. It was a fabulous day. It really was. It was.
But you know, and I know that if anyone asks him like why you didn't have that same, he's gonna say, I was being professional. I was there to do a job. But he talks too much trash, too much shit that he would have got checked worse by Bud than what Virgil Ortiz did to that writer. Like, you know, so Correa was very smart to keep his distance and zoom in on, like, I know he used the zoom all because I was like, he was doing a little video. I was like, damn, that shit look blurry as fuck. That shit is zoomed. He zoomed all the way in. He wasn't nowhere near Bud at all.
Nika does not care. She like it was blurry.
When y'all ask why we love her so much, Y'all, this is why. Okay? This is why.
D-Style says all women fighters are jealous of Esparza. Bye.
I wouldn't say all that.
Mean girls gang up on her. Bye.
D-Style's going in like.
Bye. The hair because it ain't her. Bye.
I just feel like if you're going to talk,
He did. Oh my
work.
God, Steve Pope, you're so right. Correa walked away saying, I got Bud as #1 pound for pound. Yes, he did. Were you there? Were you there? Did I miss you?
But I think I think he posted it on his Facebook group, boxing group. That's what happened.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He didn't have the same energy.
Oh, okay, my boy Uppercut. Oh, I don't know who he is. I'm sorry. I would have said hi. My boy Uppercut's Boxing was there doing interviews.
What were you saying?
One of
Ask
his
me
interviews.
about Marlon. Yeah,
Man, ever since Anissa called her the patty cake queen,
the slap there.
I can't get, that was creative. But I feel like I was rooting for her a few fights back, but then I just feel like her mind is elsewhere. Like it's just not in the ring. And to me, she just hasn't shown me anything for me to be like, oh damn, like you really can. Like her it was against Anissa. She would, if I was seeing like a completely different Marlon,
Girl,
nice.
Anissa
But I
is a
didn't think she
beast.
did that great. She doesn't do good against competition, but she does good against non-competition.
Yeah. Robbie, hello. I have not mentioned this, and thank you. I have not announced it yet, so it's coming. Marvin Furman, it was a pleasure meeting you on Tuesday. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you too. And thank you for listening to the show, and thank you for tuning in. The girls and I really appreciate it. He was at a gym where Maurice was working out, so I got to meet him. He spars one of my guys frequently, and it was very nice to meet him. R&R Boxing Gym. C. Monto said, I definitely appreciate Miss Nika.
Oh, yeah. See, I know Monta would have appreciated the video too, because she is not a big fan of Correa.
You got to send it to her. D-Style says, I need backstory why Mean Girls got on Esparza.
There's a backstory. It's based on performance.
Nobody's
Hombre has a crush. Hombre has a crush. Okay, we're gonna send him a poster. You know what? I should have taken a picture with her today, or gotten a picture of her, and I would have sent it to you. I'm so sorry I didn't do that. She was one of the people I did not interview. Yeah, but I will. Next time I will do a better job. Maybe tomorrow. I will do a better job. Yes, I do. But we will talk about that another time, Lee. Lennox was best. Christine is getting married or changing gender. Actually, I'm changing gender, and then I'm going to remarry my husband. That is the big story. So Stephen Pope said, do you see Baumgartner's new shirt? Please tell us what it is, because
I saw it. It's like a
my
shirt
girl's
of her.
gonna beat her. What did it say?
It was a shirt of her walking a dog, and it kind of had like Michaela's face morphed into the dog's face because she was gonna dog walk her. So she
stole that. She stole that because Michaela had made a video like months ago.
Yeah, of her
doing it first. Like, get some original content. Like, seriously. Like, no. D-Style says, wow, she's a bronze medalist. No, we do respect her. We're not saying that we don't. We're not saying that. We're just not in love with her like you are. Walking mayor on a leash. That's funny. Yeah, that's very true, Esmeralda. So anyway, before we wrap it up, guys, let's go around and like last words. Where can people find y'all? We've got some big things coming up. We've been talking business today, and we're gonna have a whole lot more for our fans, our friends, our family, and everybody that supports us. We just really appreciate y'all so much. So Esme, you're gonna go first.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter under what am I? Oh, at Esme Ferraro, and on Instagram I'm Fotógrafa de la Gente. I'm just gonna.
I think you're Fotógrafa de la Gente on Twitter too, no?
I think I don't know.
Yeah.
She's at Esme, and then her
name is.
Oh,
was
but
not-
the name is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, I couldn't remember. But yeah, go Virgil.
Go
Team
Virgil. Yes, time does fly when women are crushing it Wednesdays. Yes, it's already been an hour.
Yeah.
It does. It just flies by because we have so much fun. Thank you, Lee. Yes, absolutely. So Nancy, you go next, girl.
Yes.
Last words. Where can
So
people
last
find
words.
you?
Like Nancy made it through after the technical difficulties. So thank y'all for bearing with me. I'm excited about Saturday. I'm sad I'm not going to be there, but you know what? I'm going to be with my baby boy. Happy birthday, EJ.
Yes.
And, go Virgil, go Mo. Dallas, Funky Town, y'all better show up at Dickies Arena. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, make sure to do it. Jeremiah is going to be there announcing also with Golden Boy.
Yes,
So
he is. Yes, he is.
it's just for everybody in DFW, that's a boxing fan. Like this is it. Go out there, show support, have some fun.
Absolutely. Nika, before you go, Robbie, yes. He said, I'm waiting for the In the Ring with Christine stickers to hit the market so I can buy some for my laptop
figure this out.
and phone case. Plus, I'm waiting for those Loteria cards to come to fruition. We can do a lot of stuff. It's coming. And thank you so much, D Styles, because he was the mastermind behind it. He's so
really
creative. Yes, absolutely.
And
so
you can catch D-Style Mondays on Aftermath, so everybody make sure that you're following D-Style.
Absolutely.
And then he's got the roundtable on Thursdays. So make sure he's a big supporter of all of us and Women Crushing It. So Mondays Aftermath and Thursdays roundtable.
Lennox was best. We personally do not go for, we don't think because they're white, black, Mexican, whatever. We go for whoever we think is more talented. So you good. You don't have to say that. You're good. Nika, last words. Where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube and Instagram, Nakasu Nika. And I'm excited about the fights this weekend. And then also I want to just remind people, you gotta mind your business. If you don't know what you're talking about or you don't do your research, you need to mind your business and shut your mouth.
Absolutely. I mean, you heard it here. And I just want to say that I am so excited that I got my first negative hate tweet today. Someone actually got my picture and made a tweet about me, and I am so excited. Like, I have finally made it. Nika, I'm
trying my best.
I've been so jealous.
I know. Nika, I thought of you, and I'm like, okay. I'm
gonna have to go back and say something to this girl because
I have been so jealous because I get no attention, and finally today I got some attention. I'm like, yes.
That was so random of her to do that. Like, oh.
Well, we say her, but we never know behind these accounts.
Right? That's true.
That is true.
And to have that courage, is just disappointing.
Yes. So everybody give her some love because obviously that's what she's looking for. I gave her some love. Everybody.
Did you respond? Did you respond to it?
I did. I did. We both did. Yes.
Because if I respond, I'm gonna get suspended. Because what I say is never nice. So if I respond, she's lucky I'm not drinking because I definitely would have got suspended today.
Yeah. So God bless her, and I'm gonna call her up on fashion tips. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I love you all. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Thanks to my ladies. I love you. I'm going to be a millionaire soon, and then I'm going to rent a house, and we're going to do a live show from there. Okay?
Up in Vegas first.
Oh, D-Cell said next time ask Bud for a question and don't tell him to shut up. I would never tell him to shut up. I would never do that.
You know what? Bud just needs to give us like a ceviche review.
He will. He's gonna get. He loves my husband's ceviche. Yes, and my husband's gonna make him some Friday.
Yeah,
we're taking it to them on Friday. C. Mantra said I'm fixing to do some Nika stalking research to show some love.
Oh my God! And let me tell you, I will stalk your ass, and I will go in. I wouldn't call it love. I wouldn't call it love.
Yeah, exactly.
You see, y'all don't get this anywhere else. Okay,
nowhere else.
This
Boxing
is like
and
organic.
fun. boxing and
organic.
fun. Absolutely. Love you, ladies. Y'all have a great night. Love you, chat. Love to love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.